Episode 219, Genius Take the Wheel. Thank you guys very much for continuing to support what I'm doing here on YouTube. Really wish that the bicyclists would use the bike lane. We lost a bunch of lanes in the city so that they can have a bike lane so that this guy can join in the regular traffic and make things more difficult. Okay. So, episode 219. Where do I begin? I guess I'll start with last Thursday, Friday. I felt some painful, like some nerve issues in my left quad that I didn't really like. You know, you hop out of the bed, you know, you're not really paying attention to anything, everything is good, and then jolt, you know, shooting pain down my quad, and it definitely had me thinking that maybe I could use an extra week of deload. So thought about it and decided that was in my best interest. There was still something in the back of my mind telling me, no, it's time to ramp up, it's time to tear it down. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. What I'm gonna do instead is I am going to do this second week of lesser stress on my legs, but I'm returning to my normal program. More on that in a bit for the upper body. So today I wanted to work at 2.5 plates, but because I was working it with somebody else, I just rounded it up to 3 because he was using full plates. And so it was just like one warm-up set at 225. I think I did like 10 reps. And I did like 2 sets of 6 at 315. You know, nothing to write home about. You know, no, it was really just trying to keep the motion going while allowing my legs more time to recover from, you know, months and months and months of me just tearing down my quads. So, you know, I'm just kind of being easy with it, and I'm quite fine just kind of chilling out for right now until you know, everything feels great. And I just kind of want to see what it will feel like if I don't really put too much stress on the muscle and just kind of allow it to do what, you know, its thing as far as, you know, full-on recovery. And yeah, just kind of just want to let my body do the recovery thing and see like how, you know, how good my legs feel. But also, you know, will I build muscle faster this way if I allow for more time for recovery? So it really didn't take me very long at all to get through today's training. Probably won't be that bad on Thursday for the hack. And then you know, Sunday I'll do, you know, the light squat, light deadlift combination again. And then see, you know, how good my legs could possibly feel at that point. So that's where I'm at on that. But the title of the stream today, checking myself before wrecking myself. I had to think a lot about how I was going to restart my program for the upper body. And, you know, you guys that have subscribed to TSP, you guys will see a video that, hey, Mrs. Evil is here. Hey, nice. Thank you for supporting. One of our valued moderators, Mrs. Evil. You know, there's a video that was recorded by also our esteemed videographer, Mrs. Evil. Where I kind of go into proper approach for the incline press, and some things that I do for my program. And I was working at a certain weight for a certain amount of repetitions, and I realized that it would probably be best for me not only to reduce the number of repetitions, but also reduce the resistance slightly. So yesterday, I lowered the weight by 10 pounds and lowered the target rep range to 6 repetitions. But then I got my 4th set that I wanted. So, before I did 3 sets of 8. The last 2 sets were mile rep match sets at 205, but I dropped to 195 for 4 clean sets of 6. And Mrs. Evil, can you let the esteemed Joy Walking know that it's time to come outside? Thank you. So I dropped the weight, and I think that was for the best. I do think that was for the best because I recognized, when I kind of thought about the last time I did heavy incline, it was, it was really more about me moving the weight than it was about me really testing the muscle. So when I did the incline yesterday at 195 instead of 205, I stuck to 165 on the volume. After that was very difficult. I knew that I was more focused on the muscle and less on just trying to move the bar. And so I believe that there is more value in dropping weight and not feeling any kind of discomfort in my shoulder joints or anterior delt, and really just focusing on the part of my chest that I wanted to hit. And so I felt a lot better about what I did yesterday on the Smith machine than I did previous to that. And yeah, sometimes it's really good to struggle. You know, sometimes it's good to struggle and trying to push the weight as hard as you can and making sure that you're not bitching up. But, you know, kind of getting back to attacking the muscle and not attacking the weight, not letting my ego get the best of me. So I found some value in that. And yesterday's lift was pretty good. I don't know if there's really a whole lot that I can do to adjust my pull work, because my pull work has been really good, but my push work hasn't really been that great lately. So just got to keep improving. All right. So hopefully that's a good lesson for you guys. What else is there? Oh, yeah. So I have been experimenting, because I actually got this from a different lifter in the gym some time ago. Got this idea to play with the incline angles on upper chest day. And the preliminary results are pretty favorable. Normally I would do, you know, a normal angle incline press, but I decided to not do that. So I went with a much higher angle this time around, and it was definitely to my benefit. I really liked how it felt. It was very, very difficult, and I could feel that I put a lot of pressure on my upper chest. The interesting part about changing the angle to a very high angle, I'd probably say 75 degrees, 75 degrees. Instead of the normal 45. I expected to feel more on my interior delt, and I didn't. It was very, very upper chest focused. And I didn't have the output I wanted yesterday, but I also and I wrote this in my notes, and this is why it's good to keep good notes. I worked yesterday with no pre-workout, no non-stim, and no stim. I am running out of non-stim pre-workout, so woe is me. A couple nice cars going by me today. That's nice. But yeah, So I went there with just a bottle of electrolyte water and just tried to thug it out. And so that was pretty cool. I also added an incline standing cable fly press medley. I mean, it was a fly. It was a fly. But I was, really again trying to torture the upper chest. And I got a little bit of an extra squeeze out of it. I'm not really quite sure how beneficial it was, but it felt good. I've got some good soreness in my chest now. I'm really not mad about it. Normally I would do the titty clapper machine, but I figure, I might start using that as a warm up, because I did an incline focus plate press to warm up my upper chest first, and that seemed to kind of get me on the path that I needed to be on. So that was pretty cool. So, last night, I did the upper chest stuff. It felt more painful than normal, but I just think it was because I was working with no pre-workout. So it's no big deal. It's probably a good sign anyway. I do have a lot of work today, so I'm gonna have to not be lazy about what time I show up to the gym. If you're a guy like me that needs time to recover and to get access to what you need in the whole bit, you don't want to show up on a Monday at 6 p.m. You just don't want to do it, because people will be in your way. So you have to share the equipment, and you may have to wait longer than you want to get access to equipment. There's going to be times where you're going to have to move quicker on the equipment than you feel comfortable. So I had to do that. No big deal. But I got through it. It was a pretty productive lift. Very happy to get everything done the way it got done. It was pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. Today is going to be a horizontal pull day. And I'm going to ramp up somewhat slowly. Ramp up somewhat slowly. Or maybe not. I might feel really good today and just go in there and just smash it. Who knows? But I'm going to listen to my body first and foremost. And, basically getting myself back to the high intensity stuff, but just not for the lower body. Not right now. So yeah, feeling all right. Gotta get, a couple of hours of work done, then a couple more hours, get a workout in between, maybe even an old man nap. That's a possibility, a probability actually. Anybody that knows me will confirm it's likely going to happen. I really did not want to wake up today. It wasn't even that I didn't want to go to the gym. It's just that I just did not want to wake up today. It's kind of crazy. I really just wanted to sleep today. So, I don't know, just learning and relearning things about training, making sure that I hold myself to the same standard that I teach to my clients and to the people who ask me about how they should approach their training. So I have to think and rethink, make sure that my ego is not getting the best of me, not destroying my joints. So I might make some tweaks to my approach on the bench press as well. But I have to kind of figure out exactly what it is that I want to do and what can I change to improve the lift. You know, there's still some work that I need to do as far as rehabbing my right bicep and shoulder complex. I do need to work on that a bit. Maybe I'll just feel better than I did the last time. That was probably the issue, that, you know, probably just didn't feel good last time. But I will take a look at some of my protocols and how I'm approaching the lift and see if I can improve it, so that again it's more about hitting the chest and less about just trying to get the weight up. But I think that with this plate press warm-up thing that I've been implementing, I think that will actually help me out a lot. So I'll be reporting on that, I think, on Sunday's stream, because the next time I hit the flat, the barbell bench press, next time I'll be hitting that is going to be on Friday. So I'll be reporting on that for you guys on Sunday. Oh my God. Don't tell me they're blocking. Oh no. Oh my God. Original name. A just got to the gym. I think that's a good thing. Oh man, now I gotta go up to another spot because there's a cop blocking the entrance. Good God. Oh. Yeah, I'm just leaving the gym, headed to a client. Headed to a client now. But yeah, you know, I'll report back for you guys how things go for you know, how I choose to warm up. I'm not sure if I'm going to try to lift at 225 on Friday. but I'll see how the warm-up goes. The warm-up will guide me, but you know, I should be able to get 4 sets of 6 at least at 225, at the very least. So it really shouldn't be a big deal. Really shouldn't be a big deal. But, you know, sometimes even I have to lower the weight, lower the reps, focus on the movement, focus on the execution of the movement, focus on the proper contraction of the muscle and then the proper lengthening of the muscle. You know, these are all things that I have to commit and then recommit to on a daily basis. So that's mostly that, I think. I have a video coming out on TSP probably today. Talking about the realities of parasocial relationships. You know, we don't really give a lot of weight or credence or respect to the relationship types that are not so tangible to us in the moment. But I think that is something that really needs to be addressed. So there's a commentary that I recorded a few days ago, and we're gonna work to get that out for you guys. But that's on the Talking Shit podcast. The link to that channel is in the description. So definitely turn on the notification bell so you'll know when that video goes up. It should go out today. You know, the parasocial relationships are real, folks. You really feel how real the relationship is when you lose it. So it's just something I don't think we think about too much, if at all. And you know, I just kind of wanted to express myself and see, you know, just how many people also have that can relate. Before I sign off, I'm gonna ask original name, what are you working on in the gym today? The BMW iX is just not a good looking vehicle. Gym today is biceps light day. All right, so you're getting a little bit of a pump today. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm gonna try to do the rehab work that my PT friend prescribed to me for maybe 2 weeks, and then I'll get back into tearing up my biceps again. That's my plan. Take a peek at a comment or two. Running for 30 minutes, then just some curls, overhead press, some pull downs. Parasocial relationships are real. I just am off the internet for the most part. Physical connection is what I crave. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I could definitely see that being a thing. Yeah. Yeah. I think I get so much in-person interaction that I don't really crave it. I don't really crave it, like, I guess if like I had to do everything remote, if my work was completely remote. Although I'd save a lot of money if I was only doing remote work. But yeah, I do have to agree with that for the most part. But I do think that, you know, the parasocial relationships are those that we don't really think about too much, the impact that they have on our lives. And I'm definitely taking a look into that, you know, how I've experienced them. I'm just selfish. I don't care what most people have to say, and that just leaves me in a bubble of not having many people to talk to. I would probably say that it's one of those your mileage may vary kind of issues. I recognize that what people say and do have an impact on my life, whether I'd like that to be the case or not. So I try to pay attention to what people have to say so that I can guard myself and not be victimized by the ramifications of what people think and feel. So, you know, that's like really my approach to it. I contend that most people are really not that bright. And I accept that as being mostly true, at least to some degree. But I also have to honor the fact that people with viewpoints that I don't think are really that great, the opinions they do have an opinion that do have an impact on the decisions they make, and the decisions they make tend to have impact on the people around them. You know, when I started the Talking Shit podcast, I started it in part because I believe that we have a bad situation in America where there are groups of people being ostracized to the detriment of the community around us. So when you have people who are upset about their lot in life, if we're not careful, they frequently make their problem someone else's problem. So I make it a point to care about others, and it's partially for selfish reasons. I believe that if I can help somebody believe that they are more valuable than the rest of the world, seems to make them think they are, then it might help keep someone from doing something drastic to themselves or others. So, you know, as a society, we have an addiction to trying to find the acceptable group to hate. If it's not one race of people, it's a sex. If it's not cool to hate a sex, then a subsection of that sex. You know, people are so worried about punching up or punching down that they forget that you don't need to punch at all. Again, just my perspective. So I honor the fact that other people have opinions, and I'm kind of forced to care about them because their opinions kind of foreshadow their actions. And so me caring about their opinions gives me a little bit of armor, because it allows me to prepare for, you know, some eventuality that may not be so positive. Let's look at a couple more comments. I tend to think that most people aren't that bright either, but that just puts me in a situation that I'm not that bright. So how can people be that much dumber than I am if I'm pretty fucking dumb? I try my best to be kind and decent. I always treat people with respect, even if I don't care what people have to say. I act like I do. I never want to hurt people's feelings. The least I can do is be a decent person. Yeah, I mean, we all try to make the effort to be decent. You know, I was just saying to somebody the other day that and you'll probably hear me say this on a fairly regular basis, I don't believe that people wake up on any given day and say, you know what, I want to be an asshole today. I want to get up and hurt as many people because I like it when people feel bad. I just don't believe in that. So, I try to think of things with different kind of lens and different kind of perspective. And I know I'm gonna fall short because I'm an imperfect human being, which is why I have to constantly keep rejiggering my training protocols because I keep messing it up. I keep falling victim to the ego lifting. So I don't know. Something to think about. Original name goes on to say, "You've really influenced me to start streaming. By the way, talking aloud while getting work done really helps. Music." Yeah. When I'm in the gym, I used to listen to music. Now I watch YouTube when I train now. Like, I'll only listen to music if I don't have access to internet when I train. But if I have, a decent Wi-Fi connection, I will definitely watch YouTube. It's more enjoyable that way. Sometimes it helps me come up with video ideas, commentary ideas, streaming ideas. Today I didn't really have any ideas, so I was probably going to shut the stream off after 10 minutes. But, you had some interesting things to say, original name. So I decided to humor you on that and wax poetic. But anyway, I'm going to take a couple of... Oh. You inspire me to stream me missing music. I don't understand quite what that means. Stream me missing music. I mean, is it like commentary on like music you used to listen to? Making music. Oh, okay. You're doing the voice to text thing that Lewis does all the time. Yeah, I think that people would probably like to see that process. Although I'm not sure how much of it you would want to give away. You don't want people stealing your ideas, especially if you want to make money, with your art. I really want that parking space now. I think somebody's going to stop and take it. Or not. Excuse me. Whoa. Oh, now this guy was coming forward. Just kind of want to get a little bit closer here. Yeah. Much better. I might have to clean off the camera a little bit. Yeah, If you're just kind of messing around, then I think it makes sense. But motherfuckers will steal your shit and then pretend they made it themselves. So don't get victimized out here. All right, yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Episode 220 will be on Hack Squat Day. Hopefully it doesn't suck, even though it's supposed to be light. Hopefully it doesn't suck. I will be checking back with you guys, and if you guys have any questions about anything, always feel free to leave something in the comments. All right, I'm out. I'll see you on Thursday. Peace out.